What's up, guys? This is my July 2024 recap. We're going to be taking a look at 10 interesting moments throughout the month of July. Just a quick note, everything that you're going to see is from version 12.3.6. 12.5 was released just a few days ago. I'll be reserving those shorts for our August recap, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so it is raining pretty hard right now. I know this is a simpler road. There's not like tons of stuff going on, but you can see visibility is almost nothing right now. I can hardly even see the car in front of us or the lane lines. The car is obviously having no trouble whatsoever driving here. It's just remarkable to watch the system be able to perform so well in such horrible conditions. Again, this is a simple situation. I have driven in other more complex situations in downtown city streets. I have another video where I was doing some package deliveries down in Austin, Texas, and the car again performed really well down there, and that was in some pretty heavy rain. So this is one of the most dangerous things that I've actually seen FSD do. So we're coming up to a construction area, and you can see the previous road on the left-hand side is closed. We have a stop sign that has a one-way sign. We're supposed to be going across this lane and then making our left turn. And the car instead decides to go left right here, backwards on a one-way, effectively turning directly into oncoming traffic on a state highway, which is extremely dangerous. Alright, so we are driving through downtown Georgetown, and the car is slowing for a pedestrian up here at the crosswalk, and it looks like nobody else is going to stop. So the car is just going to keep going because these other cars are still going next to it. Great example of FSD actually driving safer than humans. We are going along here. We're getting off on this exit. Our speed limit drops down to 65 on this off-ramp because it's a service road, and the car is actually speeding up from what it was doing on the highway. It's now doing 77 miles an hour, 12 over, which is absolutely insane. And you can see here that I actually end up disengaging the system. I was going to let it play out. I was hoping that the car would decelerate, but it just wasn't. Something that also is an issue in 12.5 is speed regulation, something that Tesla definitely needs to solve before this system can be fully autonomous. This might look familiar. If you've seen my collision avoidance testing video, this is the 45 mile an hour test with a pedestrian. And if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check out my channel. I do a number of other tests on that as well. But what's incredible about this particular test is how fast the pedestrian pulls out in front, and then how quickly the car responds and stops. Alright, so we're cruising along on this highway service road. It looks like we're making a left turn, and instead of getting into the left lane, we're actually merging into the right lane. And now it puts its indicator to go back into the left turn lane, but now there's a car in its blind spot, so it can't actually get over. This is very odd behavior. I don't understand why in the world it would go into the right lane. And you can see it made its life so much more complicated here. Looks like we are going to the right. And then we want to stay in the left lane. Yeah, and this was a very frustrating one. It's done this one a couple of times, and I'm not sure why this time it decided that it wasn't going to be able to do it. It just, yeah, it was way too late getting into that left lane, and then it just decided, okay, I can't do it, so I'm just going to pull a U-turn. Unfortunately, something that hasn't been fixed in 12.5. It still makes a lot of these mistakes. Alright, so we're cruising along. You can see that guy in the scooter. The car definitely thought that the guy was going to, at that point he was just going to run into the side of the car. But I can't fault the car for being extra cautious. The car saw him and then reacted very quickly. So very impressive to see. Something that I think it'll be a huge leg up for, the fact that this car can see 7 directions at the same time. Alright, so we are pulling out of a parking lot here. This is some of the strangest navigation that I've seen. It's having us go kind of in this alleyway behind the strip mall. We have some construction fencing. It is showing that on the camera. Got a little bit close there, but not a big deal though. It had some room. Alright, proceeding very cautiously up here. jerk to the steering wheel, not sure what that was about. Alright, so it should be going up to the light and taking a right, and instead we're just going to pull into this parking lot. And there's no way out from here unless it turns around. It's an example of the navigation system on the Tesla and FSD just not working very well together. Alright, it's raining a little bit. We're going through downtown Georgetown. You can see, yeah, this car on our left-hand side is braking for these pedestrians. No one else, of course, is braking because people don't stop for pedestrians in Texas, apparently. But the car did a great job. It's waiting really patiently for them to cross the street. Even though nobody else was stopping, it didn't continue to pull through, which was awesome.